So, Julia, when you talk about the shift from keywords to intent, what's the biggest change you're seeing on how consumers search for and discover credit cards today?
Yeah, I mean, keywords has been the dominant form of search for such a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, up until now, I think for users, currently what we're seeing is that they're using AI and AI engines to kind of gain more information because it's so new for everybody. I think they're leveraging AI to educate and get much more concise and comparison information. So I think it's changing the game in terms of, let's say, extending the length of time between that initial search and then making a decision. But I also think that's good for everybody because if a user is taking more time to educate themselves, then they're more likely to make a decision. It's a much more, let's say, trusted and qualified purchase. It allows everyone to feel more secure in terms of the experience.
So, how are AI tools interpreting intent differently than a traditional search, especially for something complex like a credit card that has a lot of different variables?
Totally. So I think with traditional shirts, obviously specificity is king.
Yeah.
So when users are putting in very specific keywords like best balance transfer card or best travel card with the highest welcome bonus,
Yeah.
it's very specific. The results that are being fed back to them are hyper focused on the keywords that were used. But with AI, it's very different, right? Because AI is not necessarily connecting the conversation back to the specificity of the words they're putting in. It's creating a much larger conversation, right? That's why it is conversational. It means what it says. So for example, in terms of if a user types into, let's say ChatGPT, for example, which credit card will help me save money most?
Yeah.
That is not necessarily something that they would have searched necessarily in Google before. It's
Yeah.
a much more conversational approach or a much more contextual approach than
Yeah.
what they would have done before. And the results that ChatGPT or Claude or any other AI platform would give back to them would be much more broad, right?
Yeah.
Because the question is quite broad.
Makes
So
sense.
if you're looking for a credit card that can help you save money, that can be a low interest card. It could also be card with a very high welcome bonus.
So, this shift we're talking about, what does it mean for how issuers and marketers need to present their products online? Like, what actually needs to change?
Really good question. And needless to say, it's something that we talk about all the time
Yeah.
at our company. What needs to change is that we need to incorporate AI more in our marketing placements and our sites. We can't just rely on the traditional methods that we were using up until now, but it also means that instead of, waiting for users to come to us, we need to go to them. So it also means leveraging AI within AI. So a big conversation at CardCon this year also internally is how we appear in AI.
Yeah.
So up until now, also, as a content team lead, our strategy and main focus has been updating our sites to obviously attract more users and give as many people as possible as much value as possible. But in this new era, a user might not even land on our site. And they might, like I said earlier, even though they are using AI as informational, they might also make a decision via AI, or they might only find our site via AI and not through the traditional keyword search. And so increasing AI visibility is super important.